Hi, this is John with Sysenge Quick. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a Git environment on your Windows box. So if you go to git-scm.com, you can download the latest version for Windows. We'll go ahead and start the installer. Go ahead and click Next. Choose the place for Git to be installed. I'm going to leave most of these as the default, although I do want to check daily for Windows Git updates. You can change which default text editor Git uses. I prefer Vim, although Nano is a bit easier, and if you have Notepad++ or if you like Visual Studio Code, those might be options as well. I'm going to leave it as Vim. I will select Use Git from the Windows command prompt, and instead of using OpenSSH, I'm going to use Tortoise P-Link because that will integrate with my PuTTY keys a lot easier. So all you have to do is go find the P-Link binary. Mine is in C program file x86 PuTTY. I'm going to leave the SSL library as the native one. I'm going to leave this as the default, and the same thing for this and this. And then it will go ahead and install Git. Alright, once it's done, you can go ahead and click on Finish, and you may want to launch a Git bash. I'm going to go ahead and do that. When you launch Git bash, it will bring up a little terminal window, and you can change the font size if you like. So one thing you'll want to change before you start working with Git is to supply your name and email address so that when you do commits, it will be tagged as you. So we can do that by running git config --global --edit, and you'll see that it's got this user section and there are things commented out. So let's go change that. Let's put my name as Sysenge Quick, and the email is Sysenge. There we go. So we'll save that, and now our commits will be tagged with our name and email address. Alright, the other thing I'm going to set up, although this is optional, is the Atom text editor. You can go get that from atom.io. I like the Atom text editor because it does a lot of nice Git integration and it is very customizable. It's also available for pretty much any platform. When you run the installer, there's pretty much no options. It just installs things, and you can configure that once you're done. When the installer is finished, it will go ahead and launch Atom. I'm going to turn off the welcome guide, and I'll say yes, I will help improve Atom by sending anonymous statistics. I will go ahead and close that, and I want to change a couple of things in the settings, so I'll go to the File menu and Settings. And a few things I want to make sure I fix are System. I want to make sure that we show in the File Context and Folder Context menus. That will enable me to open up an entire folder with Atom. Then I'll go to Themes. You can change this if you like. I don't like the dark theme. I prefer the light theme, so I'm going to change this to Atom Light and Solarized Light. And then we want to go to the Install, and we want to install the git-plus-toolbar package. So git-plus-toolbar, I'll go ahead and install that, and it's going to tell us that we need a couple of dependencies, the toolbar and the git-plus dependency. So I'll go ahead and tell it yes for that. Alright, once it's got that done, you'll see this toolbar appears up here. It makes it very easy for doing the most common Git task. You can commit a single file, you can commit all the files that you've made changes to, you can commit your changes, you can push and pull, and you've got a branch. So those are all the most common things you're going to do whenever you're working with Git. So if you have a folder, you can right click and say open with Atom, and it will bring up the whole thing. Whenever you have a Git repository, you can bring up the Git plus menu by pressing Ctrl-Shift-H. That may be a bit different on Macintoshes, so maybe it might be Command-Shift-H or Apple-Shift-H, I'm not sure. But this menu has the more esoteric commands, or commands that aren't used all the time. So one of the things are merging with a remote, or merging without fast forward, or doing things such as deleting local branches and deleting remote branches. So those are all very handy to do as well. Alright, that covers the basics of setting up a Git environment on Windows. Thanks for watching. See you next time.